Hey, it is Xaber once again, and in this video we will be extending functionality of the bot which we have implemented in the first one. Remind you, currently it only automatically uses MP potions and that's it. We will be adding three things. First one, we will add HP tracking, so we will make sure that the bot uses HP potions as well when needed. And two other things are just quality of life changes. And we will start with the first one. So if you remember in the first video, I shown you that you should use that drag me button to bind to passive exile window. But in fact, it's like not the most reliable way of binding the program to a specific window. More often than not, the most reliable way will be using process name, and that target window is actually quite powerful thing. It can use regular expressions and it can scan different window classes and all other things. You can check out the description and you can left click on that small icon. It will take you to documentation. For our use case, all we have to do is just leave the process name, and just for extra layer of safety, you can add double quotes. That will ensure that we will be always binding to passiveexile.exe rather than to some Discord related to passive exile or browser tab or something like that. So yeah, that's the first fix. The next change which we will do is we will add HP tracking. So let's go here, and you have two options. The first one, you can just duplicate MP or using Ctrl-D, or you can create a new one. In that case, I will just duplicate the existing one, rename it to HP, then reset capture region. Then we will have to remove the existing effect and add a new one. Then let's filter out all colors except for red, and then just crop the region. So something like this should do. Yep. Okay. Looks fine. So the logic will be exactly the same. So we probably should just increase similarity a bit. And now let's add a second branch. So getting back to how selector works, I highly recommend you to go to documentation and read about selector and what it does. So just general description is it goes from left to right and tries to find a branch which will be executed. So like in this case, for example, if MP is higher than we set, that branch is considered inactive. Or if the current this button is currently in cooldown, it is also considered inactive. In our case, we will add a second branch, and usually HP is considered like an action with a higher priority than MP. That is why it goes to the left. And let's link it here. And do not forget to update the link from MP and change it to HP. And also change the button as well. So now that will work. And if your character's HP will drop lower than the specified percentage here, our bot will first consume HP potion, then on the next tick. So keep in mind that that tree ticks 10 times per second accordingly to our settings. So on each tick, because selector is at the top of the tree, only one specific action will be executed. So what will happen is during one of the ticks, the tree will go to the root, will evaluate first action, then it will go to selector. selector will go to the first node to the left, so it will check cooldown of HP first, then it will check HP level. If none of those will be active, so none of those will fail, then it will press the button and just terminate the tick. So on a single tick, there is a guarantee that we will not be trying to press multiple buttons simultaneously. And yeah, that's mostly it. You can use that same logic for all other actions as well. If you want to like use some skills or do a rotation, this will also work. That same approach will also work. And the last thing which we will do is just ensuring that our bot does not press buttons while passive exile window is not active. So let's drop an additional aura, which we will call window is active, and add a trigger called window is active. It will automatically bind to the window which we have specified at the folder level. And now the last thing which we have to do is add another aura, which will be called is active, and aura is active, which allows you to link multiple auras together, and we will link is enabled plus window is active. So that aura will be active only while our hotkey is pressed, so we have enabled the bot, plus window passive exile window is currently in the foreground. That is the only case when this aura will be active. So as you can see, currently it is inactive and both conditions are false. If I will switch to passive exile, one of those conditions will be active. And if I will enable the bot, the second condition will become active as well. So all we have to do is just replace in the tree that link which we have added to is enabled with is active. And yeah, now we have a bot which could be enabled by pressing a button, and it will operate only while game window is active. That's it. Yeah, that's all the changes for today. Thank you.